If you work in agriculture or just live here in western Wisconsin, you already know this truth that farming is essential, but it's also very dangerous. La Crosse and the surrounding communities are home to countless family farms, dairies, and other agricultural operations and businesses. When something goes wrong on a farm, the injuries can be serious, life-changing, or even fatal. That's why knowing your legal options matters. I'm Craig Steger, and I help injured farmers and farm workers understand their rights after a farm accident in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Wisconsin agriculture is massive. Our state has more than 58,000 farms, covering nearly 14,000 acres, and agriculture accounts for almost 10% of Wisconsin's workforce. This means thousands of people are exposed every day to heavy machinery, livestock, grain handling systems, electrical, vehicle and farm equipment, chemicals. If you're injured while doing this work, you may have more legal options than you realize. But these options depend on the facts of your accident, and having the right lawyer on your side is very, very important. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, agriculture caused more than 21,000 workplace injuries nationwide in just a 2-year period. And 1/3 of those injuries require time away from work. Some of the most common farm accident injuries are things like vehicle rollovers, tractors, UTV and ATV accidents, on-road and off-road, electrocutions, falling injuries, falling objects and crush injuries, toxic chemical or gas exposure. And in fact, ATV and UTV accidents alone send nearly 100,000 people to emergency rooms every year. These aren't minor injuries. They often involve permanent disability, lost income, and long-term medical care. If you've been hurt in a farm accident in La Crosse or in La Crosse County, your recovery may involve workers' compensation, personal injury claims, or sometimes both. If your injury happened on the job and your employer carries workers' compensation insurance, that may be your first avenue for recovery. A successful Wisconsin workers' compensation claim can cover medical expenses, wage loss, disability benefits, depending on the injury severity. But workers' compensation is not always the full story. In some cases, a personal injury lawsuit may allow you to recover more compensation than workers' comp alone. This may apply if your accident involved defective farm machinery, faulty equipment or safety systems, negligent third parties, cars, trucks, and vehicles, product manufacturers or suppliers. In these cases, you may be able to recover damages for future lost earning capacity, pain and suffering, permanent impairment, long-term disability. Farm accident cases are very evidence-driven. Equipment gets repaired, equipment gets moved, machinery gets sold, witness memories fade. That's why it's critical to speak with a La Crosse farm accident lawyer as soon as possible. I help clients understand all available legal options, file workers' compensation claims if necessary, investigate personal injury and product liability cases, pursue maximum compensation available under Wisconsin or federal law. If you or a loved one has been injured in a farm accident in La Crosse or western Wisconsin, please give us a call, 205-8826.